Good morning everyone, today I'm sharing with you 3 tips to shoot strangers in the street. Oh yeah, let's go! Alright guys, I hope you're having an amazing day, and before we get started, yes, I know this is one of the most difficult things to do. It is simply to shoot strangers, and you might have butterflies, you might feel like it's totally weird, etc. And yes, it's not natural, I think, to just go and just take portraits of strangers, and that's exactly why I wanted to make that video, because over time, and after all the travels I did and all the different countries and different peoples I met, I thought, why don't I share with you 3 simple tips that can really help you break the ice or get your shot without anyone noticing. So if you're ready, we're gonna start. Number 3, straight into it. It's gonna be a short video. Number 3 is simply going stealth mode. Stealth mode simply means that you're gonna put sunglasses on, just like that, and then no one's gonna see you. You're gonna disappear, and then you have your camera and you can take photos of anyone. No one will. I'm just joking, guys. The number 3 is simply to use a long lens. Think 70mm, 85mm, 100, 200 and above. That way you can be far from your subject and yet get a good shot without that person noticing. So it's a little bit sneaky, but it allows you really to get comfortable and try to find the right photos for you without having to put that person in that frame, or without having to interact with that person. And I think for a lot of you that might be very helpful. Now, just want to give a little warning. If you're, depending on the country you're in, you might have regulations as to can you show that person's face online or not if they didn't give you your approval. Just make sure you're in line with that. And if you're not in line, well, just shoot people from the back or shoot them from the side, or make sure you can't recognize their face. That's also a great way to do it. Now let's move on to something a little bit more active. All right, number 2 is ninja mode. What is ninja mode? Ninja mode is when you use your camera without anyone noticing. So one of the first things you can do is turn your camera in silent mode. That way you won't disturb anyone, and it's a great way to shoot it. And then once that's done, I highly recommend you to try a technique I learned from Sean Tucker, which is simply shooting from the hip or from the shoulders. And what you do is you take your camera, let's pretend my phone is my camera, and you just keep it here, and suddenly you're gonna turn with it, boom, and you're gonna take a photo just discreetly. No one will notice it, and you might get interesting shots. You can see in the video we did the street photography challenge with Sean Tucker, or even the one with Eric. When we were walking in the street, they both used that technique. I personally like it and don't like it, simply because I don't like to be too intrusive into people. Sometimes I like them to know a little bit that I might shoot them. Depends on the situation. Again, be mindful of that person and always put yourself in their own shoes. Now, let's get to the good part, number 1. Number 1 is my all-time favorite, which is talk to people. Now, you might be thinking, wait, but people bite. They're gonna eat me alive and then they're gonna throw me on the streets. No guys, anywhere I went in this world, people are not that mean. Meaning, if you come with a camera and ask them, can I take your photo? You'll have only 2 responses possible, yes or no. In both cases, you will be very happy because you have an answer and you can move on to someone else, or you can take a photo. So let me give you an example real time of what happened just earlier when I was buying fruits over here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Mango. 50 cuesta. 5. Sí.
Permiso. Gracias, amigo.
Gracias. ¿Puedo tomar una foto de tú? Sí. Sí. Bueno. Gracias. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but that's because you're in Central America, people are friendly, or that's because you were in India or in Indonesia. Well, no guys, it also works in Chicago, it can also work in Paris. So please, if you want to shoot strangers, if you think some people have interesting aspects to them that you really like, that you want to integrate in your photos, just go and talk to them. Just ask them if you can take a photo. And here's a quick tip. Tell them what you like about them, right? find something really positive to say to them, and most of the time those people will be very happy that you noticed that about them, and so it will open the conversation. It's like an icebreaker, and at the end of the day, go in with a smile and people will really open up.
End of the day, we are same.
Yeah.
We are human beings. Money never takes you anywhere. The love will take you everywhere. This is my message to the world.
Trust me, a lot of people will say no, but who cares about those people? The most important ones are the ones who say yes. Just like everything in life. Imagine if you're married, you know what I'm talking about. Alright guys, to wrap things up, it's all about connecting with people, in my opinion. It's not just about sneaking on people and taking shots. That's great, but if you can have a human experience at the same time, let me tell you, from all the experiences I've had, those were always the most memorable. So please don't hesitate to go talk to people. Ask them if you can take them photos. Tell them what you love about them and why you want to take the photos. And afterward, always show them the result, because people get excited over that. So with that being said, that's it for that video. I just wanted to share with you a little bit of insight, because I was here in Antigua in Guatemala. I started shooting a few strangers and I thought about it. I remember some of you were like, wow, you're so ballsy to do it and to ask people, but I'm like, actually it's not that difficult. It's like a mental exercise you need to go through, and yeah, that's also why I integrated it in 30-day adventure to great photos. With that being said guys, hope you're having an amazing day. If you're new to this channel, hit the SUBCRE button. I'm a travel adventure photographer. I'm taking on those adventures all around the world, so ring that notification bell, otherwise you're not going to be notified when the next video is coming out. It's going to be a huge song, it's going to be awesome, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Get out there, go shoot, try something different, try something new. Whoosh. Oh, by the way, did you see that awesome volcano over there? Well, the other day we hiked another one and I had an amazing view on that one and one exploding, but sadly I didn't get the exact shot that I wanted with the volcano exploding, but I still think we got some cool stuff that might make a good video on night photography.